Hey everyone, it's the Eclectic Candyman here with a little something different for the channel. I'm heading out today from Asheville, North Carolina, all the way out to Oklahoma City. I'm here in Atlanta right now, about to take off, and going to get a new used car. Yep, time to change from the Cobra to a 2009 Shelby GT500 KR King of the Road. Really excited about getting this. Come along with me. We're going to check it out. All right, made it here to Oklahoma City. Gonna wait for the salesman from the Ford dealer to come pick me up. Head over and see this car. Really excited.
Got to get something to prove I was here.
All right, here at Bob Moore Ford in Oklahoma City. Time to get that GT500. All right, at the Ford dealer, getting the paperwork done. That's a pretty cool Mach 1 right there. So I'm waiting on the car to finish getting detailed and serviced, and I came to this cool little place here called Del Rancho, home of the original steak sandwich supreme. What's pretty cool here is you use this phone, you press the button, and then you make your order. They got a pretty cool steak sandwich right here, and burgers and all kinds of good stuff. I didn't go with that because I had some steak last night, so I went with the Hickory Chicken Club and some green beans to get my belly filled before I pick up the GT500 KR. Haha, finally in the car. Look at this thing. Super clean, ready for a 1,000 mile drive back to North Carolina. This is one awesome car. Gonna get it out on the road, see how it's running. I already been out once, but gonna enjoy this trip. And I'll give you an overview and review after been running it for a little bit. Here we go. 2009 Shelby GT500 KR. All right, so about to head out of Oklahoma City. I-40, take me straight back to North Carolina. Check this out. The Shelby GT500 KR King of the Road. Got these subtle racing stripes on the panel there. SVT specialty wheels. Now these ones are Forged Alcoa wheels, and they have the special GT500 KR engraved on them. So the way that this car came about was that it's existing GT500 from Ford, but then it was shipped off to Shelby of America in Las Vegas for an additional package, which included the wheels, obviously the emblems. This is a carbon fiber hood right here. So it's very light with those pins. That is a Shelby only KR hood. You cannot get that aftermarket, the one actually from Shelby. You have to be an owner. The front splitter, that's carbon fiber. It had a special exhaust with an H pipe on it, as well as the Shelby lettering right here. And it also has the KR that you can see right there as well, with the stripes on the car. And so let's take a look on the inside. We have the very cool door sill plates here for GT500 KR. On the inside, you have a short throw shifter. That was part of it as well. You have the Shelby badge on the dash. You also got the specialty headrests here that have Carroll Shelby on it with the GT500 KR. And let's go ahead and pop the hood. So on the hood, you always want to make sure that these are turned first because it is carbon fiber. Make sure you turn both. Then you can pop the hood. Oh, also the carbon fiber here, that was an extra that came as part of the KR or King of the Road package. Open the hood. Let's check it out. Okay, under the hood here, some of the modifications that were done as part of the KR package. You have the smaller pulley. You have the billet aluminum tops here that all say GT500 KR. Ford Racing intake, which was not standard on this 2009. The hood itself does have the ducting for running away the water because it is a functional hood scoop. And so what with the they also did a recalibration on the engine as far as the tuning. So instead of the stock 500 horsepower, this has 540 horsepower. And last but not least, the strut tower bar was also an addition as part of the KR package. And got the really nice looking on the front there, Shelby GT500 KR. Love the black on black. You know, my Cobra was laser red and I love it, but I am always a fan of the black. So I'm gonna get this thing out on the road. I got 1,000 miles to go before I leave Oklahoma City. Great place here. For the short time I was, very friendly people. Wanted to give you a quick tour of this car. All right, let's get out on the road. All right, day 2 of the ride home with my new 2009 Shelby GT500 KR. I'm here in Little Rock, Arkansas, North Little Rock, just filling up with some premium fuel and making my way back to the mountains of Asheville, North Carolina. Got to drive it about 300 miles last night. I'm going to get fired up right now. Yeah. Beautiful sound of the exhaust. You know, the way they got it tuned from Shelby by replacing the X pipe with the H pipe and the Ford Racing mufflers, it sounds fantastic. And I got to drive it about 350 miles or give or take last night in the evening, and such a fantastic car to drive. Now, it might be because for the last 2 decades, I've basically been driving a Gen 4 Mustang. You know, it was kind of the Mustang of my teen years. And so as I got older, I had a V6 2000, then I had the 01 Cobra. And, you know, those cars are certainly getting long in the tooth at this point. I wouldn't say they're as old school as the Fox body, but, you know, when you're making it a daily and using your car all the time, you want something nice. And so for me, even though this isn't the newest Mustang, it's still 12 years old, it certainly is very, very nice. It's very comfortable in the inside. And, you know, the Shaker 1000 system sounds good. These leather seats are so nice. I like them better than the ones that I have in my old Cobra. Very, very nice. The shifting is fantastic and just gobs of power. You know, that supercharger kicks in when you get on the gas, and it's something else. We're getting on I-40 right here. There we go. Yeah. All right. Yeah, car drives excellent. Just fantastic. So much power. Very smooth power. It's a little different than what I'm used to. You know, my car, the 01 Cobra that I was driving, it's kind of like it's like a raw, just kind of old school muscle power. This with the supercharger, it's more of a refined power. It's very, very smooth. You get on the gas and there's just a lot to go, and it just keeps pulling and pulling. And every gear, I mean, you can be in 6th gear and get on the gas, and I'm not going to say it's going to bark the tires, but it certainly has enough power to keep going, more than I'm accustomed to. So yeah, just overall, the comfort level, having a newer car than I'm used to for driving, the engine, it's just really nice. I checked it out too. I've got this little meter on the car that, or in the phone that shows decibel levels. And so just kind of curious, you know, I was, you know, speed limit like 75 yesterday. I was just trying to, you know, see what it would be about like there. And it was around 80 decibels. So 80 decibels is, you know, louder than a car that's bragging to keep all the noise out, but it's certainly not too obnoxious for a long trip like this. I've got almost 700 miles to go today. It's going to be a long day. It's a beautiful day. Just cleaned the windows so I can see out nice and clear the whole day, and going to enjoy getting accustomed with this. You know, what better to get accustomed to a new car than a 1,000-mile trip to be inside of it. So yeah, very, very pleased. And overall, if you just look at the outside, you know, every place I stop, people are like, wow, that's a beautiful car. Of course, it's been cleaned at the dealer, but it really does shine. I mean, black with the chrome wheels, it's when it's clean, it's looking really, really nice. Although with my 01 Cobra, I used to get lots of compliments on that too when it was clean, just about every time I go to the grocery or gas station or something like that. So this is nice. This car is meant to be driven. You know, when I was looking at it, I had called Shelby America to just make sure that, you know, if needed, I could get some of those specialty parts, just knowing what I needed to know. And I told him, because I said, I plan on driving that car. This is not going to be a trailer, you know, style car that and it gets moved around on rollers. I'm going to drive it. And he was happy. He was like, that, you know, the guy at Shelby said, that's awesome. He goes, these cars are meant to be driven. And so I want to enjoy this car. I know a lot of people will show up with these because they're in limited number to car shows, but man, this, you know, I'm sure when they had it at Shelby, after it was produced by Ford, this car was made to be driven. So yeah, you know, right now I'm in 6th gear. If I drop it down, let's say 4th. Oh yeah, you get that supercharger whine. I'm not used to that because my old car is naturally aspirated and it just goes. I mean, you go from whatever speed you're going plus about 30 miles an hour like that. And so you got to be safe, especially since I'm in a construction zone here. Don't want to get in trouble on the Sunday morning here. But yeah, anyway, check in later. Smooth drive. Headed through Arkansas, Tennessee, all the way back to North Carolina. And just what a fantastic and smooth car. I said smooth, but like the wheel, there's no shake, the brakes. It's just, this is like top notch. I almost want to say like luxury performance. I can't say that because I know it's not like a European car, but this is super nice. So very happy. Anyway, Eclectic Candyman headed down the road in this awesome 09 GT500 King of the Road. Let's have a little fun. Mississippi River to Memphis, Tennessee, out of Arkansas. Beautiful day to be driving this car. Blue skies and just as smooth as ever. Never been to Memphis before, but just be passing straight through it. And here we go. Into Tennessee. Gonna go the whole state all the way over to North Carolina. Continue to enjoy my drive home in this car. All right, so here in Tennessee, on my way back, just wanted to close out this video before it gets dark. Having an excellent trip. Well worth getting this car. Every detail about it is A+. A couple other things I forgot to mention that are part of the KR package. There is a beefed up suspension with bigger sway bars. And there were some other things done by Shelby. There's also 373 rear end gears, so you get up through the gearbox quickly. And I also didn't mention specifically that there is 12 pounds of boost, up from 9, which is the stock with the factory GT500. So this thing is super awesome. Very happy, and hope you enjoyed this here on the Eclectic Handyman. A little something different than tools and repair, but sticking with the theme. Anyway, if you like this, make sure to like and give a subscribe. You can also check out my other channel, Mr. Mountain Man. And until next time, this is the Eclectic Handyman. We'll see you later.